Pool Party Leona might be one of the biggest fashion disasters in all of League of Legends. And I think that's saying a lot considering how many champions and many skins there are at this point. But I just don't understand this one. I mean, it's unflattering. It's excessively busy. And I'm just not entirely sure what was going through their minds when they designed this. First of all, let's start out with the top. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sunflowers for some reason. This giant one on her head is more of like a fascinator style, which again, people don't really wear to the beach. It's just very distracting and not pretty. And then we have the one on her strap here, which again is kind of a place where you don't want to add extra bulk to on a swimsuit. Generally, like, swimsuits are skin tight for a reason, and this little added accessory here is just unnecessary. Then we have the one on the wrist, which is like the corsage, and it's like, sure, that's fine, I guess. And then to top it all off, we have one on the gladiator sandal, which, you know, no one wears gladiator sandals to the beach, but we can, you know, excuse that because it's a little bit of Leona's style, I suppose. And yeah, the sunflower on the shoe is fine, but the fact that there's 4 of them, it's just too much. It's not necessary to have this much sticking out of your bathing suit. Speaking of sticking out of your bathing suit, we have a giant bow on the chest, which is a problem when you're dealing with curvy figures like Leona clearly is. Adding extra stuff on top of where your breasts are supposed to be just makes it much worse. It's not making them look bigger like, say, you were padding the bra. It just adds this distracting element in between your breasts, which are already big enough as is. You don't need to add more bulk on top of that. It looks really, really awkward. And as we move down, we have this kind of like weird cut. It appears to be like a 2-piece, perhaps, because as you can see, the purple is kind of underneath and the top part sticks out. But you never see 2 pieces with this sort of odd flare out like that, and the reason is because it's, again, super unflattering, and it creates a sort of, like, especially this low, it creates more attention, an additional layer which bulks out at your hips, which again, if you're a curvy person, is right about here. But here it flares out in a way that's extremely unflattering, and if this is a 2-piece, the bottoms must go way up to here. So I don't know why the artist didn't just decide to make it a high-waisted bottom and a top if they wanted something a little bit more conservative for a bathing suit. Or you make it a 1-piece and just have a design instead of like layering it on top of the bottom. This doesn't even look like something an older woman would wear to the beach. Like, it looks super childish because it's got this giant bow and all these different colors, and like, figure is not a factor in this. So anyways, like, as we move down, we have the wrap, which is in an extremely awkward place because it's past her hips, even down to, I guess, where her crotch is. I don't know how else to describe it. And tied around her upper thigh, and then it flares out longer in the back. So again, wraps aren't really worn like this to the beach. The purpose of a wrap is generally to cover yourself additionally if you want to be a little bit more conservative at the beach, or you're going someplace near a beach like a snack shack or something like that, where you just want to like wear a little bit more. But around her waist, again, it's doing nothing else but not even bulking out her hips. It's kind of bulking up her upper thighs, and really you wouldn't be able to even walk in this because it's so tight around your thighs that it would just like make it harder to walk. I don't understand why it's there, or yeah, it just makes no sense. So like, this whole outfit is just full of things that are make no sense and clearly aren't designed with a person wearing it in mind. And usually you see no better example than when you look at cosplay pictures, because if a cosplayer is trying to recreate a video game outfit, they have to go by what the accuracy of the design is, and if that design isn't flattering, you'll actually see cosplayers edit the costume to make it look more viable as a real-life outfit. So that's why if you see Pool Party Leona cosplay, they're either taking out the bow on the in the middle, or they're wearing the shrug differently, or they have different sandals, or they don't have all those sunflowers because it just looks so tacky. So yeah, there's my rant on Pool Party Leona. If you want to see me rant about more video game outfits, or you have suggestions about other ones you want me to do, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.